Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. And it's Vieira. Driving on and making good progress. Played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through, and this is Hullet, and he's definitely onside.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's quick to snatch it back. The pass has gone astray.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And a header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. I think Pavel Nedved's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted winger. So he always offers you that option, hugging the line or coming inside.
Very versatile, isn't he?
Yeah, and then there's that trademark run from deep.
So the defence are going to have their hands full.
You can say that again.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! Goal! Botafogo! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And he's managed to get free. Botafogo very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Botafogo really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind, Peter. Just needs to find the right run now.
Lahm. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Quick look, then plays it in.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Carlos clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. Almost half an hour in now. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos played impressive off the post. And he was alert to it. No way through there. Seedorf. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's neat. Delivery from towering header! And that's a sharp finish! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now he shoots! And a neat finish! Back to within one! Interesting! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Vietnam cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Could be danger here. Vieira. Mbappe. Rodri. Can he get it through? Ibrahimovic. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Out of play for a throw. Best makes a move down the right. He's found a way through, and that's gone loose. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Rodri. And the referee has signalled for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Botafogo ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. Away we go again. Yeah, he's offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Vieira. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos venturing down the left. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, this is a great position.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Rodri engages and forces him off the ball. Ernest, great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Good ball, good take. Rodri. And it's Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mbappe. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Best. Now it's Hullet. Threads one in. Oh, no joy this time. And he's there to belt it away. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He is through here. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Thuram getting this one clear. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, important interception. Ferdinand clears without hesitation. And here's Roberto Carlos.
Oh, really well played.
That is lovely. And that is headed for the middle. Tries to get it clear. Gullit. Now it's Mbappe. That's an imaginative pass. And that could set him on his way.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Forward it goes. Half an hour gone in the second half. Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. Rodri looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught napping. And again. And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing and there's no compromise.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 21.
Roberto Carlos.
Camisa 14.
Lovely feet.
Camisa 20. Camisa
Knocks it into
22.
space. Del Piero wants to run onto this. That's tidy.
Camisa 19.
Del Piero. Oh, shooting chance!
Camisa 42.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that is out of play. And it's Lahm. Another throw-in.
Botafogo can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And Del Piero! And he passes it long.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
There won't be another chance after this one. Vieira gets across and deals with it. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Botafogo can finally smile now. They have held on in a... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. That has been cut short. So what can they make of this? Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Mbappe has it in a wide position. And here's Hullet. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's been won straight back. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Ferdinand, and it's Seedorf. Ernest, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shifted it to the flank, so no chances falling either way for the time being. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's on it, can he get away? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. This is a great chance to take a lead. Ernest applies the finish! Special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! That is a diamond of a goal! The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Great chance! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Botafogo are sitting pretty. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the...
Seedorf! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. And there's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Hunes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Probing pass. And he cuts out the supply. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Nicely aimed pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that was nowhere near his best. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Araujo calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos. Chance here to counter. Knocks it into space. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Here's Rodri. And here's Messi.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Roberto Carlos. Botafogo looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Mbappe looking to add to his goal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Hullet. Nedved. Nedved with the delivery. Nedved goes short. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short. Oh, this is a great bullet! And he thumps it clear. And the shot! That's a decent clearance. And he was alert to it. Well, there's the clearance. And that brings the first half to a close. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Well, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Botafogo are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Vamos desejar feliz aniversário de casamento a dos nossos sócios torcedores. Substituição
So we're off again.
do Botafogo. Camisa 21.
It's a little off target.
Camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada
Now it's Mbappe.
Camisa 17. Camisa 18.
Nesta gets it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Botafogo come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And this is Hullet. Threads one in. Can he finish? And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 4. Camisa 42. Substituição em andamento.
And here's Yaya Toure. Great vision. Has to go back. He's had a shot! Perilously close. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Ambitious ball here. Lovely chance for a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Looking to play him in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, that's a key interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a shot! Quality ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, played right into... And the shot! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Vietnam cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Played into space. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bellingham. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Lam.
Botafogo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal, looking for options for movement. That's put paid to the danger. Vieira. Bullet, never out of the action for very long. Vieira. Yaya Toure. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to pass it through. The final 5 minutes. And here's Hullet.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
I think we're just about done here. Looking tidy in possession here. Vieira. Vieira does well to get it back. Rummenigge. And he can thump it away. We're back in possession and ready to go again. And that will be it. Botafogo pulled through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Roberto Carlos. Ball cut. Terrific effort! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Lahm carries the ball down the right. Defending here is really tight. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nesta. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Lahm drives forward on the overlap. Oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Passing nice and neat. Great vision. He's onside. He is just caressing the ball. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Messi. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hones! Just the wrong side.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Gullit. Botafogo currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Roberto Carlos has created one goal already. Now, can they get him away? Played in by... Oh, great leap! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything.
And Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Just eases him off the ball. Hones. Looking to play him in. Chance, surely! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Ibrahimovic. Botafogo looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Good read, needed to be. Roberto Carlos. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, can he get onto this? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernes. Now it's Mbappe. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Oh, perfectly measured that. Roberto Carlos venturing down the left. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Seedorf.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Botafogo are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. The second half is up and running. And here's Hullet. Botafogo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And here's Hullet. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Roberto Carlos. And he's whipped it across. And he gets rid in a hurry. Messi. Now it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Nedved. Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, good spread. And he's making progress on the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. Here's Vieira. 60 minutes played. Can he get it through? Shoots! Oh, it's come loose. Cross needs to be good.
Well played and well cleared.
Hullet. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. He's in plenty of space here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Hullet. Oh, super find. And that is masterful defending.
Really well.
Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi has found the net here, of course. And here's the chance to counter. Pernis. And it's Ferdinand. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Nesta. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Rodri knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Carlos out-muscles him.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's found space here. And it's Lahm.
Botafogo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that was vital. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Vieira. Mbappe. Messi. Tries to play it through. And the shot! Goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 21. Camisa 14.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Deixando o campo.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Camisa 42. Substituição.
Loose ball. Can he finish?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. This is it then, now or never. Rummenigge. And they can counter here. And it's Roberto Carlos. So just one extra minute for stoppages. He has found the way through. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Del Piero goes short. Bellingham kept aware. They'll have to settle for that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. This might spell danger. Lahm. Roberto Carlos. Hoeneß. Nicely aimed pass. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, that's a little loose. Roberto Carlos. Ah, such a clever touch. Driven in. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Mbappe. Lahm. Now it's Gullit. Oh, well played. Hoeneß is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Botafogo are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Here's a sharp chance, surely! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Botafogo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Gullit really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He has found the way through. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hoeneß goes short. He'll try from distance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Botafogo have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And that's aimed into the middle. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. And it's Lahm. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's picked it up out wide. He's rising! He will be livid with himself. That's been intercepted. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And he's being shifted off it. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. And he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Some really good ball movement. And this is Hullet. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. And it's Yaya Toure. Now Hoeneß. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off. It wasn't the best decision.
Lahm. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lahm. Bergel. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Botafogo looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Senhoras e senhores, observem no telão as informações do trânsito. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 20. Camisa 21.
Into the second half.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Nedved. Botafogo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Now it's Eto'o. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hoeneß. Shot could... and he shoots! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Knocks it into space. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that's another good win of the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Decent chance! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
15 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 14. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 14. Camisa 42.
So we have movement on both benches. A case now of complete control.
Ronaldinho. Camisa
Kaká.
22.
This is Dembele.
Substituição.
Seedorf. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. He's found a way through. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Chance here to counter.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vieira. Spread to the right. And it's Seedorf. And here's Eto'o. Lahm. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Just eases him off the ball. Dembele. Dembele. That is good alertness. Vieira. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Good ball, good take. He's had a shot! A whisker away from making it 4.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So, third corner of the game. Ronaldinho with the short one. And it's Lahm. Oh, that's nice. Aimed beyond the defence. Forced to go. Shoots! Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Real chance! And it's in! His utter joy! He Absolute happiness. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que permaneçam sentados durante a partida. Agradecemos sua cooperação.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's picked his way through. Hones! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Oh, that's neat. Chance for a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo. He has found the way through. Shoots! He's got away with one there. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. And this is Dembele.
He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
Botafogo are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. So perhaps now the breakthrough. Just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Swung over. Lahm. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Hones. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's goes for a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Mbappe. And he goes cross-field. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And here's Ibrahimovic. Lahm finding himself in space. Hones is onto this. He's had a shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Hunis demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, great leap! And he's there to get it away. And it's Vieira. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Great vision. Oh, well measured. He's found a way through. Hunis. Great chance! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle. Beating. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Senhoras e senhores, vejam no telão as informações sobre como se localizar